When it comes to business, we all have areas of specialty, but there are times when we need guidance. We need someone to come along and show us the most creative and environmentally safe way to navigate our engineering challenges. That's where we come in. CEC stands for Civil and Environmental Consultants. You show us the problem, we'll provide you with the solution. Visit wearecec.com. Big firm capabilities, small firm culture.
From foundation to finish, S.J. Needhawk is your home solution. Since 1947 and for 3 generations, our product line continues to expand and our staff is always ready to help.
When you're ready to talk to someone who knows, call S.J. Needhawk Lumber, your home solutions.
In 1949, founder Jack K. Brown was passionate about building and was very demanding that quality and craftsmanship be the hallmark of his company. Since 1981, this passion has been passed down to the current owners, Don and Janet Turner, Jack's son-in-law and daughter, who ensure that the founder's commitment to excellence is paramount in all facets of a construction project. The 3rd generation is now also involved in the company. Don and Janet's 3 sons bring their specialties to the company by providing architectural, legal, and project management expertise to customers, thus ensuring that the passion for detail, craftsmanship, and quality will continue. Regarded as one of the area's foremost contractors, Brown Construction Incorporated is a licensed general contractor based in the beautiful Greenbrier Valley in historic Lewisburg, West Virginia. Please visit our website, which illustrates our diverse experience over the past 60 years. That's brownconstructionco.com, brownconstructionco.com. Alcova Mortgage is here for good. We are locally owned, value great communication, and are committed to our Greenbrier County community. Alcova Mortgage in Lewisburg, 304-645-2478, or visit lewisburglender.com. For your mortgage lending needs, Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 118-4517, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, Equal Housing Lender. Terms and conditions apply, all loans subject to credit approval. That's Alcova Mortgage in Lewisburg.
We're Moco shirt signs and embroidery. For Southern West Virginia, we can handle all your needs. From signs to apparel to uniforms, we offer all the services that you're looking for. Choose Moco, yeah, Moco for embroidery and more. Call 304-772-4444.
Tom Johnson, broker and owner of Coldwell Banker Stewart and Watts Real Estate, wishes the best to all the players and teams. We appreciate our clients past and present, and we have served our community for over 110 years. We have 30 agents to serve you, and we ask that you call us for any of your real estate needs. Stewart and Watts Real Estate looks forward to working with you.
And welcome to the S.J. Needhawk Cavalier Countdown for tonight's Class A Region 3 Co-Final. And we just want to let you know that we are experiencing a multitude of technical difficulties, but we're doing our best to bring you this matchup tonight between the Riverview Raiders and the Greenbrier West Cavaliers. Greenbrier West comes into tonight's contest with a record of 17-5, sectional champions over the Webster County Highlanders. And we are going to pause now for the playing of the national anthem.
This time, would you please stand? What shot you got?
Hold on.
From foundation to finish, SJ Needhawk is your home solution. Since 1947 and for 3 generations, our product line continues to expand and our staff is always ready to help.
When you're ready to talk to someone who knows, call SJ Needhawk Lumber, your home solutions.
We're Moco shirt signs and embroidery. For Southern West Virginia, we can handle all your needs. From signs to apparel to uniforms, we offer all the services that you're looking for. Choose Moco, yeah, Moco for embroidery and more. Call 304-772-4444.
Treadway, 5'9" sophomore forward. Number 14, Abigail Thomas. 5'11", 30, Megan Potiker, and 5'10" sophomore guard, number 50, Maddie Fields. The Cavaliers are coached by head coach Mark Agee and assistant coach Jesse Tolley and Davina Agee.
Jumping center for the Riverview Raiders is Abigail Pruitt, and for the Cavaliers, Megan Potiker. Ball is in the air. Tip is controlled by the Cavaliers. Barclay brings it into the front court. Raiders extend their defense. They go inside high post to Potiker. Out on the wing now to Presley. Treadway picks up the dribble. Top of the circle, Fields. Right side, Barclay for 3. Good! Cavaliers start off the game with a 3. Ava Barclay. Bailey into the front court. Right side, Payne back to Bailey. Now on the left wing to Lester. Back high now to Bailey. Bailey's going to send it high to Payne. Top of the circle, they go high post now out on the wing to Payne. Payne drives inside, puts up the one-hander, no good. Rebound Potiker. Back comes Barclay. Right side to Thomas, and they send it out to Barclay. Right corner, Thomas. Inside to Treadway. Treadway, one dribble to the basket. Won't fall, and the Raiders pull down the rebound. Back down the floor comes Bailey. Bailey picked up by Barclay. Top of the circle. Kicks it out from the elbow. Lester now in the right corner. Payne back to Lester. And the Raiders swing it back on the wing now to Payne. Ball high post blocked by Fields. Cavaliers come up with it. Thomas pushes it down the right side, and it's going to be taken away from behind. Back come the Raiders, and we have a collision at the basket. Blocking foul is going to be called on Maddie Fields. Tough call, Coach.
Yeah, that's a tough call. Thought she might have got her feet set. She really hustled down to try to claim that spot. Close call. That one just kind of went against us here. But her first foul, team's first here in the early going. Just I like our pace and our energy right now.
Lester gets the Raiders on the board with a free throw. Lester, second shot away is good. She knocks them both down. Cavaliers lead it by 1, 3-2. 6:28 to go here, first quarter. Barclay walks it into the front court, picks up the dribble, bounce pass into the high post, gets past Potiker. Treadway picks it up, stops, clears the defender. Short jumper, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Raiders. Lester gives the ball off to Bailey. Ball down in the corner, back out to Bailey, drives into the lane. Now Payne has it on the wing. They go high post with it. Not good spacing here by Riverview. Lester now attacks, gives the ball to the right elbow. Jumper is good. That's Abigail Pruitt for 2. 4-3 is the Raider lead.
As Fields brings it across, dumps off to the right wing to Ava Barclay for the Cavaliers. Off to Abigail Thomas, who pushes back out front to Maddie Fields, into Megan Potiker. Swings around as Barclay handles the ball on the right wing. Inside to Treadway, makes a move inside, bounces off a Riverview player. Ball recovered by Fields. Back out front, Barclay will reset the Cavalier offense. Bounce pass down deep under the basket. Treadway attacks, misses a short jumper, gets her own rebound, back up and in.
5:02 to go here, first quarter. Cavaliers back in the lead, 5-4. And ball momentarily tipped away by Barclay. Raiders come back up with it. Bailey at the top of the circle, tries to go inside, stolen by Fields. Fields takes it down the left side of the lane, off the glass. Layup no good. Thomas can't get it. Potiker's shot is going to be actually going to draw a foul on Trista Lester.
So important tonight that we make our free throws. This game's going to be tight throughout, I really think. So we just need to take advantage of every chance we can to score.
Potiker puts up a high arcer that's short off the front of the rim. We apologize for our issues getting on the air tonight. Didn't get to bring you a lot of the information we would have liked to. Potiker knocks down the second free throw. Makes it 6-4. Greenbrier West, 4:41 to go, first quarter. Bailey slowly up the floor for Riverview. Keeps the dribble, sends it down in the corner. Ball swung back into Bailey. Bailey puts up the 7-foot jumper off the mark. Treadway the rebound. Treadway has it poked away from behind. And Payne comes up with it. Foul going to be called here on the Cavaliers.
Going to get Abigail Thomas, I think. It's going to be her first, team second.
Coach, that's twice that
we've had balls poked away from behind here.
They're both Lester. We need to get the ball into the hands of the guards. You don't want to give up your transition opportunities, but you got to protect the basketball when you come up with it. Lester, right side, kicks the ball out to Payne on the wing. Payne inside, picked up, low, shot put up, rebound pulled down by the Cavaliers.
Megan Potiker with her third. And you can tell we're maybe just a little jazzed right here, just kind of feeding off ourselves a little much. Let's settle down. Let's get into the flow of this thing and just really start executing. We'll get rid of the nerves here a little bit.
Bailey into the front court. Puts the ball on the wing. They go back inside to Bailey. Bailey dumps it off to Payne. Shot blocked. Cavaliers come up with it. 3:40. Cavaliers with the basketball. Barclay on the left wing to Thomas. Dumps it down inside to Treadway. Treadway left, right, up and under. Layup no good. Fields the rebound. Her putback no good. Ball's tipped, and the Raiders come up with it. Abigail Pruitt. Ball down in the corner. Dumped inside to Payne. Payne blocked from behind. Oh. A held ball's going to be called. It'll stay with Riverview. Nice job there by Megan Potiker.
She got her hand up on top and kind of really cupped that ball. And so now the next one will be in our favor. So nice play there by Megan.
And a foul going to be called on the floor.
It's going to be Megan's first, team's third.
Ball in the corner. You can't leave Payne open. launches the three. Bailey, the rebound, gets it back to Payne, who drives the basket. Shot was blocked, and they will say Cavalier basketball. Six to 4, Greenbrier West. 3:05 to go, first quarter. Barclay walks it into the front court, left side. Cross court pass to Fields. Down in the corner, Thomas has it. Bounce pass inside. Potiker can't handle it, but it's knocked out of bounds by the Raiders.
And we have our first substitution as Briley Redden up off the Cavalier bench, checks in for Megan Potiker. So Cavalier's going a little smaller in this lineup.
Fields dumps it into nobody. It's going to be a breakaway here for the Raiders as Lester picks it off, swoops into the basket. 6-6 your score, 2:45 to go first quarter. Fields, left side to Redden. Back out to Fields now. Ball inside to Treadway. Treadway stops, kicks it out. Fields gets a straightaway three. Off the rim twice. Thomas pulls down the rebound. The held ball will belong to the Cavaliers. Fields lobs it into Thomas. Back to Fields on the wing. Fields launches the three. This one's going to be short. Came off a little flat. And nice job there. Thomas flying in for the rebound. She's going to draw the foul. That'll be on Haley Payne, her first, team second. Fields again sets up baseline. Gets the ball into Redden. In the corner. Fields drives the baseline and draws the foul at the basket. That's going to be on Haley Payne. That'll be two now. That's in a matter of 10 seconds.
As that might be something we saw at the end of the last game, the ladies were able to take advantage of as we were really driving Webster. You know, that might be something we look to do here a little earlier on.
Shot away is good. Fields gives the Cavaliers a 7-6 lead. Chance to extend it here, and she does. 8-6 your score. Greenbrier West leads Riverview. Lester hard up the floor, splits defenders, and we're going to have a foul called on Abigail Thomas. That'll be two now on Thomas.
Team's fourth.
Ball in the corner to Blankenship, back inside to Bailey. They go on the wing, dump it inside. Bailey comes up with it, spins, puts up the shot blindly and gets it to fall. Katie Bailey. We are tied at 8. Ball taken away by Blankenship. Gives the ball off to Pruitt. Down underneath. Kick out and a three here for the Raiders. Rattles in and out. That was Pruitt. Minute 35 to go here, first quarter. We're tied at 8. Fields bounce pass, right side high to Redden. Bring it out to the top of the circle. Sends the ball left side to Barclay. Barclay. Left side, Redden gets an open look at a three. Off the mark, tipped, and the Raiders going to control the rebound. Blankenship pulls it down for Riverview. They send the ball up on the wing to Payne. Payne takes it baseline, drives inside. Shot blocked from behind by Barclay. Nice job of Barclay. She's given up a lot of size right there to Abigail Pruitt.
Just quick hands, able to get in there and get her hands on the ball.
Barclay dribbles out of trouble, inside to Thomas. Bounce pass right side, Redden for three again. This one's too strong, and Lester pushes it up the floor for Riverview. Hard to the basket, and a foul is going to be called on Abigail Thomas. I mean, check that, Ava Barclay.
Her first. Team's fifth.
You can see right now that Trista Lester gives teams fifth with her speed. Not bad from the free throw line either, Coach. 3 for 3 here in the first quarter gives Riverview a 9-8 lead.
Megan Potiker checks back into the game for the Cavaliers for Abigail Thomas.
Shot away is good. 2-point Raider lead. 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Barclay looks to the bench, gets the set. Fields, runner, no good. Rebound pulled down by Bailey. Sent over to Blankenship. Blankenship layup good.
They just beat us down the floor on that one. They just outran us down the floor.
12-8 your score. Raiders lead it by 2. And Potiker makes a nice move to the basket, and she is fouled. It's going to be on Katie Bailey, her first.
As Potiker steps, she's 1 of 2 from the line here tonight. Takes her time. First shot is up.
Nice. She gets the shooter's roll there, baby. I mean, that thing went in, came back out, kissed the glass, and dropped. Potiker, second shot away. This one's going to be off the mark left side. Treadway, the rebound and the putback. 12-11 your score. 10 seconds to go. Bailey lobs the ball up to Blankenship. Down underneath. Layup good. And the Raiders worked it to perfection. Cavaliers not going to get a shot off at the end of 1. It's Riverside 14, Greenbrier West 11. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Cavalier Basketball on Rock 95. elbow, 17-13.
Big no call. We went from a travel out in the middle of the floor wide open to a basket, so tough break.
Ball on the wing now to Treadway, inside to Fields. Fields is going to drive to the basket. Fields off the glass, too strong. Potiker fighting for the rebound. Ball on the floor, and the Raiders come up with it. Haley Payne. Coach, this is a Raider team right now that's got 4 seniors on the floor. You know, a lot of experience right there. This is a team that has qualified for the state tournament. Cavaliers with 2 seniors on the floor right now, but we've also got 2 sophomores and a freshman out here. Lester, strong to the basket, splits 2 defenders, layup good. 19-13.
A space in the floor with us. Good timeout. This is a good timeout.
6:08 to go, second quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Cavalier Basketball on Rock 95.
Good timeout here. You there, Tracy?
They said they wouldn't be able to talk to us.
Hey.
Oh.
Okay. Their fast breaks and really spacing the floor in their drives to the basket.
Redden dumps it into Treadway, out to Barclay, back to Treadway, cuts to the basket off the glass, too strong. And ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by Potiker. Coach, this was a team that Greenbrier West handled earlier in the regular season, 49-38 here at home. Greenbrier West scratched out a 49-47 win at Bradshaw without the services of Megan Potiker. Thought tonight with Potiker, she helps us match up on the boards a little bit better. And right there we have a miss. Cavaliers with the basketball. Barclay wanted to throw it inside. It wasn't there. She tried to make a last-second decision and send it on the wing to Fields. And she's called for the travel.
Now, one thing we really haven't seen is the Cavaliers really try to tune their press up here on them.
Bailey gets it into Pruitt, and Pruitt travels. Cavaliers just need a couple good sets, efficient sets right here. Really work the offense, get a bucket out of it. As Fields drives baseline inside, dumps it off to Treadway. Treadway short off the glass, gets her own rebound, put back. Fields skies for the rebound, can't pull it down as Payne comes away with it. Back comes Bailey. Swings it out. Pruitt, 12-footer, short. Blankenship the rebound, taken away from behind, and Blankenship is going to be called for the foul.
So again, Ava gives up a lot of size in there, but she's really scrapping tonight, getting a lot of loose balls, creating tie-ups, and really creating some possessions for us here.
Well, you look here, Lester at 5'8", Payne at 5'9", Bailey at 5'10", Pruitt at 5'10". It might behoove the Cavaliers to start sending a lot of bodies and crashing the boards as well. You're going to have to get in here and make it physical. Foul was called there on Haley Payne as Fields gets it in the corner. Her three's going to be too strong. Fields can't get it. Redden does, and a foul called on Abigail Pruitt. That'll be her first.
So now Riverview will take a timeout. This is
and with 4:44 to go here in the first half, 30-second timeout called by the Raiders. We'll take one as well. You're listening to Cavalier Basketball on Rock 95. 13. The Raiders with the lead. 4:20 to go here in the first half. Fields hands it off to Redden. Redden back to Barclay. Barclay inside. Potiker. Potiker corner. Redden for three. It's going to be short. And we have a whistle and
3 seconds or a foul.
A foul called on Presley Treadway.
Her second. So we have Thomas with 2, Treadway with 2.
And the Raiders in the bonus. Shot is in and out, no good by Payne. Cavaliers with the rebound. Redden has it on the right wing high, now out to Barclay. Barclay starts right, backs it out left. Sends the ball left side to Fields, back to Barclay, into the high post, Potiker. Potiker dumps it underneath, Fields can't handle it. And the ball goes out of bounds off Maddie Fields. Maddie lucky she did not get a foul call.
I think the Riverview faithful here was coming out of the bleachers expecting one here. This game's got a strange feel to it so far. It's really physically played.
And ball is knocked out of bounds by Haley Payne. It'll be Greenbrier West basketball. 3:35 to go. They get the ball into Potiker, stolen away by Bailey. Bailey hard to the basket, spins, puts up the shot, no good. Redden can't control the rebound. They send it over to Blankenship, short jumper, in and out. Barclay tracks down the rebound. And we have a foul called underneath. That's going to be on Haley Payne, and that'll be 3 now on Payne. Things just getting wild here, Coach.
Right. We're not really sure how deep their bench is going to run, but this is something maybe we could take advantage of.
Treadway knocks down the free throw. Cuts the lead to 7. Payne's going to come to the bench. That's going to bring Morgan Merrick in the game. But, Coach, a senior, 5'4" senior. Treadway, second shot off the mark. Raiders control the rebound. Stolen away by Fields. And a ball's going to be saved there by Fields. I think Lester could have been called for the foul. Cavaliers going to have it here with 3:12 to go in the first half. Down by 7. Ball in high to Barclay. Inside, Potiker, turnaround jumper, no good. Treadway, the rebound and the putback. 5-point lead, 3 minutes to go, first half.
Presley,
Raiders.
5 points here in the second quarter. Leads all Cavalier scorers with 9.
Lester loses the handle on it, and they say it will stay with the Raiders. Bailey will handle the inbound for Riverview. Gets it into Blankenship. Tipped away. Almost stolen there by Redden. Ball on the right side to Merrick. Merrick in the lane to Bailey, and a foul call on Briley Redden.
It's going to be her first.
And the free throw away is good. That's Bailey's first of the night. Second shot away is going to be off the mark. Potiker tracks it down for Greenbrier West. Barclay, right wing, dumps it into Potiker. Potiker in the corner. Fields for 3. Good! 23-20 your score. And we have a clock stoppage while the net is fixed. And you knew it's just a matter of time before Fields is able to knock down one of these 3-pointers.
Yeah, we were, at the time, we were one of 6, and now we're 2 of 7 shooting threes.
Bailey, right side Blankenship, now to Lester. Lester's going to take it in the lane, tries to put up the shot, blocked by Fields. Treadway comes away with it. Treadway does a nice job this time protecting the basketball. Gives it off to Redden. 2 minutes to go first half. Ball inside to Potiker. In the corner, Fields for three. In and out. Treadway the rebound. Put back, no good. Treadway the rebound again. And Treadway is going to be fouled. This one's going to be on Morgan Merrick. That's her first.
So Presley goes to the line to shoot two. She's 1 of 2 from the line here tonight. Cavaliers 2 of 4 this quarter, 4 of 6 in the first quarter.
Treadway off the mark. Treadway readies. Second shot away. This one's going to be short as well. Gets her own rebound and draws. Nope. Draws a held ball. It'll be Raider basketball.
That's another tough call. We've had at least 2 go against us tonight.
You had a better view than I did. I saw an official.
One of these has got to start going our way.
Bailey stands on the Greenbrier West logo at midcourt. Takes it left side, off to Lester. Weave out front now, gives it to Blankenship. Blankenship dumps it underneath. They did a nice job of ball movement. They find Abigail Pruitt, and Pruitt knocks down the layup. It's 25-20. Riverview with 1:20 left in the first half. And once again, they try to send that ball in high post, taken away by the Raiders. Bailey down to Blankenship to the basket. Layup no good. And the putback, there's going to be a foul called on Greenbrier West. Oh, and that's Treadway. That'll be 3 now.
As that's going to get Thomas up off the Cavalier bench, ready to check in.
Bailey's free throw, no good.
As Thomas checks in for Barclay, Presley stays in with the 3 fouls.
Second shot away is good. And the Raiders are going to take a timeout here with 1:09 to go in the first half. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Cavalier Basketball on Rock 95.
From foundation to finish, SJ Needhawk is your home solution. Since 1947 and for 3 generations, our product line continues to expand and our staff is always ready to help.
When you're ready to talk to someone who knows, call SJ Needhawk Lumber, your home solutions.
That's going to be on Katie Bailey. That'll be 2 on her. Now, Coach, in that second matchup between these 2 teams at Bradshaw, Presley Treadway had 29 points in the contest. Treadway's free throw away, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Raiders.
We've had 19 foul calls so far here in this first half.
I think if you're Riverview, that's what you want to make it a little ugly. Lester to Blankenship. Back to Lester on the wing. Lester goes around Thomas, and blocking foul on Megan Potiker.
It's going to be 2 on Potiker.
What you can't do is just keep sending Trista Lester to the line. She is 5 for 5 tonight.
Treadway, who's been our best scorer, 1 for 5 tonight. So
that time Lester's off the mark.
Barclay checks back into the game. She's going to check in for Presley.
Lester readies. Shot is away, and it's good. 27-22. 18 seconds as Barclay gets across half court. Redden back to Barclay. Goes around a defender, slices to the basket off the side of the backboard. Potiker the putback, no good. Ball on the floor. Lester comes up with it. And she goes around Redden, shot up, no good. Cavaliers aren't going to get a shot off. Your halftime score, Riverview 27, Greenbrier West 22. We'll be back in 2 minutes for the Manic Espresso halftime show. You're listening to Cavalier Basketball on Rock 95.
When it comes to business, we all have areas of specialty, but there are times when we need guidance. We need someone to come along and show us the most creative and environmentally safe way to navigate our engineering challenges. That's where we come in. CEC stands for Civil and Environmental Consultants. You show us the problem, we'll provide you with the solution. Visit wearecec.com. Big firm capabilities, small firm culture.
Tom Johnson, broker and owner of Coldwell Banker Stewart and Watts Real Estate, wishes the best to all the players and teams. We appreciate our clients past and present, and we have served our community for over 110 years. We have 30 agents to serve you, and we ask that you call us for any of your real estate needs. Stewart and Watts Real Estate looks forward to working with you. In 1949, founder Jack K. Brown was passionate about building and was very demanding that quality and craftsmanship be the hallmark of his company. Since 1981, this passion has been passed down to the current owners, Don and Janet Turner, Jack's son-in-law and daughter, who ensure that the founder's commitment to excellence is paramount in all facets of a construction project. The third generation is now also involved in the company. Don and Janet's three sons bring their specialties to the company by providing architectural, legal, and project management expertise to customers, thus ensuring that the passion for detail, craftsmanship, and quality will continue. Regarded as one of the area's foremost contractors, Brown Construction Incorporated is a licensed general contractor based in the beautiful Greenbrier Valley in historic Lewisburg, West Virginia. Please visit our website, which illustrates our diverse experience over the past 60 years. That's brownconstructionco.com, brownconstructionco.com. Alcova Mortgage is here for good. We are locally owned, value great communication, and are committed to our Greenbrier County community. Alcova Mortgage in Lewisburg, 304-645-2478, or visit lewisburglender.com. For your mortgage lending needs, Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 1184517, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, Equal Housing Lender. Terms and conditions apply, all loans subject to credit approval. That's Alcova Mortgage in Lewisburg.
We're Moco shirt signs and embroidery. For Southern West Virginia, we can handle all your needs. From signs to apparel to uniforms, we offer all the services that you're looking for. Choose Moco, yeah, Moco for embroidery and more. Call 304-772-4444.
Was 1 for 2 from the floor and 1 for 3, or check that, 2 for 3 from the free throw line with 4 first half points. And as a team, Riverview shot 7 of 13 from the floor. That was 54%. They were 1 for 3 from the three-point line, 33%, 8 of 10 from the free throw line for 80%.
For the Cavaliers, not a lot of scoring there. Spread out. Ava Barclay finishes the first half with 3 points. Presley Treadway leads all scorers with 11. Presley also pulling down 10 rebounds, so Presley pulling down a double-double in the first half. Abigail Thomas was scoreless. Megan Potiker finishes the first half with 2 points. Maddie Fields 5, and Briley Redden with 1. As a team in the first quarter, Cavaliers were 4 of 6 from the line, 66%, 2 of 8 from the field, 25%, 1 of 5 from 3 for 20%. Second quarter, Cavaliers 2 of 7 from the free throw line, 28%, 3 of 13 from the field, 23%, 1 of 4 from 3, 25%. First half total, Cavaliers 6 of 13 from the free throw line, 46%. So big disparity in what they're putting in and what we're putting in. 5 of 21 from the field, cold shooting night for the Cavaliers, 23%, and 2 of 9 from 3 for 22%.
That leads us to your halftime score. Riverside 27, Greenbrier West 22. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You're listening to Cavalier Basketball on Rock 95.
might need to just come off, unhook, and start over. Recall by.
I turned that one off.
I don't think I had her number.
Huh? Noise or anything? Well, this is my phone.
Plug that one into.
From foundation to finish, SJ Neathawk is your home solution. Since 1947 and for 3 generations, our product line continues to expand and our staff is always ready to help.
When you're ready to talk to someone who knows, call SJ Neathawk Lumber, your home solutions.
Well, we're start here. We rejoin action with 7:26 to go as the Cavaliers get a bucket from Presley Treadway, and it is answered on the other end by the Raiders. And stoppage momentarily for something on the floor. 29-24 your score, 7:17 to go, third quarter. Cavaliers send the ball into Barclay, left corner. Fields for three, too strong. Treadway the rebound, works her way to the basket and draws the foul. That's going to be on Katie Bailey. That'll be 3 now on Bailey. Treadway going to go to the line here. Had a big part in bringing the Cavaliers back here in the first half. And she knocks down the first.
Presley 2 of 6 from the line here tonight.
Knocks that one down.
Hey, these second half ones and fourth quarter ones are the ones that really matter, though.
29-26 your score. 7:05 to go in the third quarter. Barclay pressures the basketball, poked away from behind by Treadway, and it'll stay with Riverview. Bailey into Blankenship, hands it back off to Bailey. Ball's going to be on the right side now. Payne on the wing in the corner to Blankenship. Back out high now to Bailey. Ball left side, and Payne gets an open look at a three. It's going to be off the mark. Long rebound, though, goes out to the Raiders. Reset now for Riverview. Lester and Bailey back to Lester for three. It's going to be flat. Treadway the rebound. Outlets to Barclay. Barclay drives down the right side. And Barclay is going to be fouled on the floor. He waves it off. Foul going to be on Blankenship. That'll be 2 on Kaylee Blankenship. Takes away a bucket, but it adds a foul. Keeps the possession as Fields sends it in. Stolen away, though, by Lester. And Lester is going to travel. Boy, she bailed us out right there. Yeah. Coach, we saw some of these problems rear their ugly head at Wyoming East and Summers County, these inbound problems.
Well, that one was just a lack of movement. Just no one moved to get the ball. Everyone standing and watching.
Well, you're only going to send that thing in deep so many times till you get a player like Lester out there who is savvy, and the held ball will stay with the Cavaliers. Coach, you talked about this a lot too. There's times when you say too much dribbling, too much dribbling. We're getting it in spots there where we don't need to be doing so much dribbling, and it's causing us to mishandle the basketball and causing turnovers. Barclay to Fields for three. It's going to be short. Bailey the rebound. Bailey pushes it up the floor. Sends it to Blankenship. Blankenship is blocked on the drive, and foul's going to be called.
That could be on Treadway, and it is.
Boy, that's
a devastating foul here. That's 4 on Presley. That's a huge call.
Blankenship to the line. Her first trip tonight. And the shot is away and no good.
As Redden checks in for Treadway. So Treadway leads all scorers for the Cavaliers. 15 points.
Well, her making her presence in there on rebounds and putbacks.
And more importantly, 11 rebounds. And
ball out to Fields. Ball on the wing now to Barclay. Barclay drives around Kennedy to the basket, and Barclay draws the foul. That'll be 3 now on Blankenship. Coach, with Treadway on the bench, I mean, you have to think the scoring load's going to fall more on Maddie Fields right here, but you got to get points from your senior Barclay. You got to get points from Redden.
And we can't.
And a foul called down Trista Lester. Every foul call here tonight is going to be magnified. You now have Lester, Payne, and Bailey all with 3 fouls for Riverview. Redden, an open look for 3, little off the mark. Potiker the rebound, held ball. It will be Riverview basketball.
And our offense has really gone stagnant with just basically hanging out outside the three-point line and lobbing up
2-2-1 press creates the turnover, and Barclay is caught for the travel.
God.
Lester had the ball poked away. The Cavaliers dumped it down to Barclay, and as she spun to the basket, collided with Kaylee Blankenship, and the Cavaliers were called for the travel. 30-26 your score. Raiders lead it, 5:15 to go third quarter as they get the ball to Lester. Lester around Potiker. Shot on the floor. Thomas comes up with it. Dumps it off to Redden.
Now play under control here. Let's come down and get a good offensive set, execute a good play here.
Ball into Thomas, turns around high post, out to Fields, gets a good look at a three this time. High off the rim, and it hits the guide wire. The ball will transition over to Riverview.
Fields 1 for 9 shooting threes. This, you know, she kind of hit that cold spell against Webster and started putting the ball on the floor. That might be something that she might look to do here.
Bailey drives in and puts up a wild shot that is off the mark. Rebound is tied up. It'll go to Greenbrier West. This Cavalier crowd is just
dying to
waiting to cheer for something if they could just put the ball in the hole as Thomas turns around at the high post. Fields again for three. This one is short. Bailey the rebound. Ball down the floor to Blankenship. They whip it underneath to Pruitt. Out now to Payne. Payne drives down the left side of the lane, and a foul's going to be called against the Cavaliers. Briley Redden.
And that could have easily went against the Riverview player using her right arm to clear out here. She's just like a fullback using a stiff arm and really driving to the basket.
30-second, check that, 60-second timeout. We'll be right back. You're listening to Cavalier Basketball on Rock 95.
Tom Johnson, broker and owner of Coldwell Banker Stewart and Watts Real Estate, wishes the best to all the players and teams. We appreciate our clients past and present, and we have served our community for over 110 years. We have 30 agents to serve you, and we ask that you call us for any of your real estate needs. Stewart and Watts Real Estate looks forward to working with you.
To go here in the third quarter. It is Riverview 30, Greenbrier West 26. It's going to be Raider basketball. Bailey sets up baseline. Ball into Blankenship. Bounces it back in underneath to Bailey.
Nice
and
play.
That was a nice play designed from Coach Garrett Justice.
Very well executed.
32-26 your score. Fields dumps it into Potiker. Potiker drives to the basket. And Potiker traveled, looking for somewhere to go with the basketball. Lester down the left side. Lester runs into Thomas, loses the basketball. Redden comes up with it, sends it down to Barclay, and just knocked away by Kaylee Blankenship.
Very bizarre that there's no call here. Is the way they've called this game up until this point, and you have a collision and a no call. It's kind of strange.
Fields sends it in to Barclay, into Thomas, off the glass, jump hook is good. 32-28, 3:45 to go third quarter.
Travel.
Ball in the corner to Pruitt, and a foul is going to be called on the Cavaliers. Ava Barclay. Boy, the Cavaliers had the right pressure applied.
Catch a break here.
Lester handles the basketball, gets it over to Bailey. Bailey lobs it back, and it's going to go out of bounds off the Raiders. Turnover at Riverview.
And you can really feel the pressure, like both sides, is just like continues to rise and rise. And really, when we come down the stretch, which team is able to handle this pressure better?
Hey, and I want to tell you, in the first win between these two teams, it was Abigail Thomas that was the leading scorer. Puts it up and in. She brings the Cavaliers to within 2, 32-30. 3:15 to go third quarter. Lester breaks the pressure. Bounce pass right side. Pruitt has it. Check that Payne. Tried to go inside, stolen away by Potiker. Barclay has it. Barclay drives, puts up the runner, no good, backside rebound, out of bounds, and it'll go over to Riverview.
Wow, no call.
Boy, an amazing, amazing turn of events. You just, Payne looking for somewhere to go with the basketball, throws it off Fields. And it'll stay with the Raiders. Cavalier pressure is starting to cause Riverview a little bit of problem. Stolen away by Thomas, sends it up to Barclay, off the glass. Tie ball game. They send the ball up to Blankenship. Blankenship throws it out of bounds. Cavalier basketball. Timeout on the floor with 2:37 remaining in the third. We're tied at 32. You're listening to Cavalier Basketball on Rock 95.
In 1949, founder Jack K. Brown was passionate about building and was very demanding that quality and craftsmanship be the hallmark of his company. Since 1981, this passion has been passed down to the current owners, Don and Janet Turner, Jack's son-in-law and daughter, who ensure that the founder's commitment to excellence is paramount in all facets of a construction project. The third generation is now also involved in the company. Don and Janet's three sons bring their specialties to the company by providing architectural, legal, and project management expertise to customers, thus ensuring that the passion for detail, craftsmanship, and quality will continue. Regarded as one of the area's foremost contractors, Brown Construction Incorporated is a licensed general contractor based in the beautiful Greenbrier Valley in historic Lewisburg, West Virginia. Please visit our website, which illustrates our diverse experience over the past 60 years. That's brownconstructionco.com, brownconstructionco.com.
We're Moco shirt signs and embroidery. For Southern West Virginia, we can handle all your needs. From signs to apparel to uniforms, we offer all the services that you're looking for. Choose Moco, yeah, Moco for embroidery and more. Call 304-772-4444.
The game at 32, and it's going to be the Cavaliers with the basketball. Barclay brings it in, dumps it off to Fields. Fields crossover. Almost knocked away. Barclay has to go get it. Sends it over to Redden. Redden into the lane. Bounce pass over to Fields. Fields keeps the dribble. Lester now hounding the Cavalier guards. That's somebody you don't want to flirt with over there too much. Got great speed. They find Thomas underneath. Layup good! 34-32, 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Bailey sends the ball over to Lester. Lester in the lane, dumps it back. Short jumper by Pruitt, no good. And Pruitt and Potiker fall to the floor.
See who they get here. If it's 30, they're going to get Megan Potiker. It's going to be her third.
Not a bad foul.
Not a bad foul.
This will be Pruitt's first trip to the line tonight.
Treadway with 4, Potiker with 3.
Free throw off the mark. Coach, I was saying it just a minute ago, Abigail Thomas was the ace in the hole for the Cavaliers in the first home matchup here. And she's finding some life here in the third quarter.
She's had scored 6 points all coming here in the third quarter. Actually, the last 6 points for the Cavaliers. So
34-33 is the Cavalier lead. They go down inside to Fields. Fields shot blocked into the hands of Potiker. Laying up again. 36-33. 2-2-1 press here for the Lady Cavaliers. Lester up to Bailey. Right side, Payne. They try to come inside, and we have a held ball that will stay with Riverview. And we have Coach Agee screaming at the top of his lungs for a timeout. This is a big crowd in here tonight. It's affecting the game both ways. We'll take a timeout with them. You're listening to Cavalier Basketball on Rock 95. In the third quarter, they're up 36-33. It will be Riverview basketball.
Cavalier lineup goes Thomas, Redden, Potiker, Fields, and Barclay for the Cavaliers.
Coach, we can't fall asleep on the inbounder here. Bailey, as she snuck underneath the basket. Ball into Payne, who drives, puts up a tough shot. Thomas the rebound, tie up, and it'll be Greenbrier West basketball. Abigail Thomas.
So another good possession here. Let's get a basket.
Barclay cross court left side to Redden. Fields on the wing, back out to Redden, inside to Thomas. Thomas spins, backdoors it to Redden for 3. It's going to be too strong. Potiker can't control it. It'll stay with the Cavaliers. And they give the ball to the Raiders. The ball went off of Kaylee Blankenship's hands.
That's 3 tough calls this win against us. You think we're due for one to go our way, maybe.
Lester crosses over, loses the handle on it. Saved by the Cavaliers. Potiker gives it to Thomas. Lester. Oh, my God. We were getting a timeout call here from Coach Mark Agee, and the official called a travel.
Horrible call. Could have been a foul call. That should have been a foul.
45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Cavaliers lead it by 3. Lester is going to go hard to the basket. Blocked from behind. And a foul is going to be called on Abigail Thomas.
That's 3 on Thomas. Cavaliers really getting tested here with this pressure, right? Like,
well, you know what?
Play through it. Got to keep playing hard and play through it.
We talk about kids fighting through adversity. Hey, they're still in the lead here by 2. Even if Leicester knocks this one down, it's a 1-point lead, 39 seconds remaining. As the shot is off the mark, but the Raiders come up with the rebound. Bailey. Out to Payne, and an offensive foul. That'll be 4 now on Haley Payne. Now Coach Justice is upset.
There's no way they could not call that one. She's got away with that several times tonight. There's no way they could not call that one.
30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Cavaliers lead it by 2. Bounce pass, right side, into Potiker. Corner, Thomas for 3. This one's going to be too strong. Potiker the rebound. Kicks it in the corner. Potiker is fouled. And that's going to be on Trista Lester. 4 now on Lester. 4 now on Payne. Fouls mounting for both teams. Ball into Thomas. Redden down to Potiker. Turns. Back to Redden. And Redden travels. Cavaliers need to learn to go up with the shot when those defenders are closing out on them. Well, you really got to guard Payne right here. 10.9. And we had a stoppage from the far end of the floor. Blankenship into Leicester, back to Blankenship. Well, you really want to keep the ball away from Leicester as they send it down to Bailey. 4 seconds. Stolen away by the Cavaliers. Thomas to Fields. Throws it the length of the floor. No good. At the end of 3, it's Greenbrier West 36. Riverview 34. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Cavalier Basketball on Rock.
Alcova Mortgage is here for good. We are locally owned, value great communication, and are committed to our Greenbrier County community. Alcova Mortgage in Lewisburg, 304-645-2478, or visit lewisburglender.com. For your mortgage lending needs, Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 1184517, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, Equal Housing Lender. Terms and conditions apply. All loans subject to credit approval. That's Alcova Mortgage in Lewisburg.
West comes back with a 14-7 quarter to lead it. 36-34 after 3. It's going to be Riverview basketball. Trista Lester and Haley Payne both with 4 fouls for Riverview.
Cavaliers that period 2 for 2 from the line, 6 of 8 from the field.
As Blankenship gets it down in the corner. Comes inside, blocked. Cavaliers come up with it. Redden in a breakaway. Facing Payne to the basket off the glass. Good! 38-34.
Payne had to let her go with those 4 fouls. She couldn't afford to challenge.
Ball up to Lester, being pressured by Barclay. Brings it across the timeline, into the lane. Dumps it off left side. Bailey off the glass. Good. Good ball movement there by the Raiders.
As Treadway's back in the ball game for the Cavaliers. Treadway, Barclay, Thomas, Fields, and Redden.
Fields gets it in the corner, launches the three. It's going to be off the mark. Rebound, Potiker. Nope, check that. Haley Payne. And the Raiders have it. Lester to Blankenship. Back to Lester. Up and under. Layup good. We're tied at 38. Ball almost thrown away. Redden gets it on the left side. Being pressured by Lester, and she throws it away. And then the ball taken away. Nope, knocked out of bounds by Treadway. Coach, they can't float. Cavaliers cannot flirt with Lester down here on the defensive end. Too fast, too much length.
We'll see who's the first one to go at the other one and try to foul out one of their better players.
Drive inside, rebound, pulled down by Treadway. And that was Payne being aggressive that time toward the basket. Redden, cross court, Barclay inside to Thomas, out to Redden. Good look at the three here. It's going to be too strong. Ball on the floor, tied up, and it will be Greenbrier West basketball.
Again, just taking too many threes. We need to, rather than settle for that jump shot, let's put the ball on the floor, drive to the basket, try to draw a foul or an easy layup.
Long pass into Barclay. Back to Fields. Fields fakes, dribbles around the top of the circle, and she travels. Cavaliers getting caught in no man's land there, wanting to throw that pass and not having someone to throw it to. Mark Agee will take a timeout with 6:22 to go in the fourth quarter. You're listening to Cavalier Basketball on Rock 95. And it's going to be Riverview basketball. Kaylee Blankenship will inbound. I watched her walking off the floor. She was the last to come off the floor. It looks like she's almost exhausted. Bailey gets the ball to Lester, and quick foul there going to be called on Barclay. And that's a good call as Barclay reaches across the body. You're going to have to deny Lester. You can't get Lester. Lester just can't get her hands on the basketball freely.
Right. That makes three on Barclay. So we got Treadway with 4, Barclay with 3, Thomas with 3, Potiker with 3.
Bailey swings the ball to Payne. Now to Blankenship. Bailey, now Lester. Lester, top of the circle. Swings it inside Blankenship. Back to Lester. Up and under. Shot blocked. Cavaliers come up with it. Fields into the front court. Gives the ball right side to Barclay. Sends it over to Redden. Cavaliers executing the set here. Back to Barclay on the left side. Ball underneath the Fields. Great pass by Barclay. Gives the Cavaliers a 2-point lead. Payne sends it over to Lester. Now to Bailey. Bailey in the corner to Blankenship. Back inside. Bailey has it. Dumps it underneath, and Pruitt for the layup. Tied at 40. Redden cross court to Barclay. They're going to have to be careful with that pass. Back to Redden, and a 3-second call will go against the Cavaliers. Boy, that's just not something that you see very much of.
Oh, especially with 5.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The only one of the game. Wow.
Lester loses the handle on the basketball, and it's out of bounds to Greenbrier West. Very fortunate turn of events. You know, I can't say that Thomas wasn't in the lane for 3, and she might be a player that not normally in the post. that may have, inadvertently camped out there a little bit. They go inside to Thomas, around the defender, out to Redden. Set shot three, too strong. Cavaliers rebound. Barclay has it. Sends Redden to the left side. Barclay inside to Treadway. Treadway drives to the basket. Basket on one for Presley Treadway. Boy, what a time to show back up, Coach.
Absolutely. Much needed time. Who did they tag the foul on? Presley is 2 of 2.
That's going to be on Katie Bailey. So now Trista Lester, Haley Payne, and Katie Bailey all with 4 fouls for the Raiders as Treadway knocks it down. 3-point Cavalier lead. 4:58 to go, fourth quarter. Ball into Lester. Poked away, Cavaliers come up with it. Raiders get it back. Underneath, Lester off the glass, no good. Fight for the rebound, out of bounds. It'll be Greenbrier West basketball.
Now, here's where you're tempted to really come down and rush this thing. Let's come down and get a good set right here.
I agree. Slow it down here.
Either a foul or an easy basket.
See, that aggressive pass into that high post is what scares me the most with the length of Lester there at the left elbow.
Just move the ball around, try to draw a foul on one of their players, a 5th foul, or set up a really nice shot. This could be like Presley Treadway time maybe.
Fields on the wing, dumps it into Treadway, and she spins inside off the glass. Good. Great call, Coach. 45-40. Ball tipped away. The Cavaliers come up with it. Fields sends it down to Barclay. And Barclay draws the foul. That's going to be on Kaylee Blankenship, and that'll be her 4th foul. The Raiders now with 4 players, 4 fouls.
Barclay will go to the line, her first free throw attempt of the night. We've seen her before. She's a pretty reliable free throw shooter.
This one off the back of the iron. Her delivery looked a little bit off from what we've seen this season.
This wasn't as much arch, a little more touch on it, a little more touch.
Barclay sends this one off the back of the iron. Payne with the rebound. Bailey sends it up to Payne on the wing. Down in the corner now to Blankenship. Back out to Bailey. Bailey holds the ball high, dribbles to her left. Sends it over to Payne, who launches the 3 off the mark. Fight for the rebound. Fields comes up with it. Sends the ball down the floor to Treadway. Treadway stops at the block. Bounce pass out to Redden. Redden to her left. On the wing, Barclay. And the Cavaliers reset.
Nice decision here to reset her offense.
Ball dumped inside to Treadway. Treadway spins and fouled. That's going to be 1 down as Katie Bailey has fouled out at the 3:46 mark.
That's a pretty big one there. That's going to send Presley to the line. In the second half, Presley 3 of 3 from the line.
5-point Cavalier lead. Brooke Fuller, a 5'6" junior, checks in for the Raiders. Treadway, deep breath. Shot away. Shot is good. 6-point Lady Cavalier lead. Nice job there. They're going to send Thomas back deep. As the safety, Treadway knocks that one down. Nothing but net. 7-point Cavalier lead. And ball knocked away by Barclay. Quick hands down there.
Nice job of just harassing. Barclay has 3 fouls, 3:44. She can afford to be a little aggressive.
And
right
you've got
here.
a new player inbounding right here as Lester gets it back. Treadway needs to step off. They get the ball underneath. Fields with the foul. That's not a bad foul, Coach.
Yeah, Fields with 1 so far. That'll be her 2nd foul of the night.
Pruitt, 1 of 2 here tonight from the free throw line. And it was a nice job. Presley realized what she was doing there.
Right.
Dead sprint.
May be a time to maybe change up. Have a different player at this corner to seal this trap off. to allow you to be a little more aggressive there.
Pruitt knocks it down, cuts the lead to 6. Second shot away is good. Pruitt cuts the lead to 5. Barclay, left side Fields. Inside to Treadway. Treadway goes around a defender, stops, off the glass, good! 49-42. Payne with the basketball, knocked away from behind by Barclay. And Coach Agee really up on his feet right here, coaching his heart out. Lester with the basketball. Sends it to Payne. Payne top of the circle. Out now to Blankenship. Blankenship on the wing to Payne. Down in the corner. Fuller has it. Out to Blankenship. Blankenship knocks down a bucket. 5 now for Blankenship.
Slow down.
5-point Cavalier lead. We're under 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Execute our offense. Good shots.
They dump it inside to Treadway. Treadway around the defender. Finger rolls off the glass and good.
And we can afford to trade buckets here for a while.
Reach in on Lester. Lester to the basket. Lester is going to get the bucket and one. That's what we could not do.
It was on the floor.
Oh, wow.
They waved the basket off. They're going to hit Potiker with her 4th. He said 30 on the foul, but I don't. 50. That should be 3 on Fields.
That keeps Potiker with 3 as well. And Lester sinks the free throw. Six-point Cavalier lead. Lester's been excellent from the line here tonight. And she misses the second. Cavaliers come up with the rebound. Raiders take it back away. Lester runs through Barclay. Shot up off the glass is good.
See, we have to get that call. You've made that call all night. She runs completely over Ava Barclay standing there, and you got to make that call now.
4-point Cavalier lead. Fields dumps it into Thomas. Spins, back out to Fields for 3. Off the mark. Air ball, saved by Treadway. And it goes off the foot of Payne. Check that, Lester and the Cavaliers retain possession. Coach Mark Agee will take a timeout here with 2:11 remaining. 4-point Cavalier lead. You're listening to Cavalier Basketball on Rock 95.
We're Moco shirt signs and embroidery. For Southern West Virginia, we can handle all your needs. From signs to apparel to uniforms, we offer all the services that you're looking for. Choose Moco, yeah, Moco for embroidery and more. Call 304-772-4444.
Welcome back to 2:11 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Cavaliers with a 51-47 lead to have the basketball. Coach, you want to set our lineup here?
For the Cavaliers, we have Barclay, Thomas, Treadway, Redden, and Fields.
Barclay gets it high in the corner to Fields. Back out to Barclay. She launches the 3. Off the mark, fight for the rebound. Treadway comes up with it. Off the glass, no good. Rebound Redden, put back, no good. Treadway the rebound. Off the glass and good. 53-47. A minute 50 to go. Lester loses the handle on it. Cavaliers come up with it. Redden down the left side, off the glass and good. 8-point Cavalier lead, ball on the floor, and the Cavaliers are tied up for it. It'll be Raider basketball.
So we get the next one with a minute 40. That could be big going down the stretch.
Well, it's great coming off a Raider possession right here. And to see the officials having a talk with Trista Lester, who hit the floor pretty hard on the steal. Once again, you've got Fuller. Gets the ball to Lester. Lester down the left side. Lester being pressured by Thomas. Out to Blankenship. They rotate it around. And
long
that
two.
is
Long two.
Payne for two. Makes it 55-49, timeout with 1:26 to go. You're listening to Cavalier Basketball on Rock 95. On our student section once or twice. That corner with the cheerleaders. I hear you. $1:26 remaining here in the Class A Region 3 co-final. Greenbrier West with a 6-point lead, 55-49. Now to the timeout here. It looks like the Raiders are going to try to apply a little pressure. Redden gets it into Barclay. Blankenship's going to step over. Thomas gets it. Thomas clears. Thomas puts up the shot. Quick rebound here, pulled down by the Raiders. Lester has it. Lester into the front court. Lester all the way to the basket. Loses the handle on it. Treadway comes up with it. And she steps on the end line.
I thought we had a foul call there. A little quick on our end shooting the ball. We don't need to be that fast.
Payne on the wing out there is a threat for three. They go inside, though, to Pruitt. Pruitt spins, shot no good. Tie up for the basketball, and it'll be Greenbrier West basketball.
As if we're able to bleed a little clock, we're really going to put them in a hard way to make some decisions.
Cavaliers. Barclay into Thomas. Thomas spins, bounce pass, taken away by Payne. Payne has it knocked away from behind by Fields. Back to Payne underneath Lester. Layup good. 55-41.
Settle down.
40 seconds. And Coach Agee going to take a timeout here with 40.4 on the clock. Cavaliers lead it by 4. You're listening to Cavalier Basketball on Rock 95.
With Webster.
Welcome back to Charmco. 40.4 remaining. Greenbrier West with a 4-point lead in this Class A Region 3 co-final. And Coach Gray has a score update for us on the other side.
For the from the girls' other regional co-final, Webster County 64, James Monroe 45. So Webster County going on to the state tournament. The Mavericks going home.
Ava Barclay fouled with 38.2 remaining.
Ava 0 for 2 from the line here tonight, but these are big ones. She's going to step up and knock these down.
And she drills the first one. This next one really big. It'll make it a 2-possession ball game. Barclay knocks it down, 57-51. Ball into Lester. Crosses over, and a reach-in going to be called there on Redden. The last thing we wanted to do was stop this clock and send Trista Lester to the free throw line.
It's 3 on Redden, but more importantly, it's 35 seconds on a stop clock now. And probably their best free throw shooter heading to the line.
And she knocks it down. Ten for 12 here tonight. Second one off the mark. Barclay the rebound. Barclay is going to be fouled in front of the Riverview sideline with 32.8 left on the clock.
So really a good free throw shooter for us. She just came from the line. She knocked a couple down. She should be able to step up, maybe knock.
We'll trade 2-for-1s, won't we?
Absolutely, all night. Or for the next 32 seconds, right?
That makes it a 2-possession game, 58-52.
Here's the big one.
Now, coming out of this, no quick fouls. Second shot away is good. 59-52, the Cavaliers with the lead. Ball into Payne. Payne goes right to left and dribbles it out of bounds. It'll be Cavalier basketball.
There again, he could have fouled out, right? But take your time. There we go.
And the Cavaliers doing a nice job getting the ball into Barclay. She's fouled by Morgan Merrick.
Again, she's kind of got her groove here. That's a good free throw shooter for us.
Boy, this Cavalier crowd can kind of sense it now. Free throw off the mark. Teammates come in quickly. Give her a pat.
Just need one here.
Second shot away is good. 60-52. Raiders have it with 25.7 as they get it into Lester. Lester down the right side. Sends it underneath, stolen by Presley Treadway. And a foul is going to be called on Abigail Pruitt. Only 2 on Pruitt. Amazingly, Trista Lester, Haley Payne, and Kaylee Blankenship have played 2.5, 3 minutes here with 4 fouls.
Yeah, they've definitely dodged a couple bullets here. There was one at midcourt and one underneath it.
Treadway's shot is good. Cavaliers now with a 9-point lead, 19.6 left on the clock.
Presley was 1 of 5 in the first half. She is a cool 6 for 6 from the line here in the second half.
6 for 7 now. Rebound pulled down. Payne has it. Payne from the left side for 3. Off the mark. Fields the rebound. Fields. Into the front court. 5 seconds. Cavaliers going to throw it away here with 2.2 remaining. Greenbrier West is going to be your Class A Region 3 co-final champion. And the Cavaliers will go back to the state tournament for the first time since 1987. The students rush the court to celebrate with the team at midcourt. Coach Agee shares a moment with Coach Garrick Justice. Coach Agee telling them, just hold on, please. Give my team a chance to celebrate. We want to come shake your hands. They didn't get off the floor fast enough last week to shake the hands with Webster County. But both teams now from Region 3, Section 2 will be going to the state tournament. And with the Webster County win, you have to think that will give the Cavaliers a top 4 seed now in the state tournament, and maybe higher, depending on how things have played out. If they do get a 4 or 5 seed, they will play at 11:15 a.m. on Tuesday. We'll let you know all that information here just in a moment. Let's take a 2-minute break. When we come back, it'll be time for the Mid-State Ford post-game show. You're listening to Cavalier Basketball on Rock 95. Everybody is saying they couldn't get us on the radio, so I don't know if. State Ford post-game show. Greenbrier West, a 61-52 winner tonight over the Riverview Raiders. They return to the state tournament for the first time since the 1987 season. And this Greenbrier West girls basketball team has been checking them off this year. They win the first sectional since 2002 last week over Webster County, and then they avenged last year's loss in this same Region 3 co-final game with a 61-52 victory. That's 3-0 for the Cavaliers over Riverview this season. And Coach Gray told you earlier, Webster County a big winner tonight over James Monroe, upset of sorts. So both teams from Region 3 Region 3 Section 2 will go to the state tournament. And you would have to think that this is going to bode well for the Cavaliers when the seeding comes out, and that should be really in the next half an hour as all the Class A regional co-final games are being played here tonight.
Right. It was really the last one that they had to go on Metro News. They did all the others. They were waiting on the single A's to finish up, but looks like that's going to take care of itself tonight, and then we'll get a bracket and schedule for everybody.
So for the Riverview Raiders tonight, the leading scorer was Trista Lester with 23 points. Abigail Pruitt chipped in with 15. Katie Bailey with 8 points. Kaylee Blankenship with 4, and Haley Payne with 2 for your total of 52 points for the Riverview Raiders.
For the Greenbrier West Cavaliers, Ava Barclay adds 10 points, 3 rebounds, and a block. Presley Treadway led all scorers with 29 points, 14 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Abigail Thomas, 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 block. And Megan Potiker, 4 points, 9 rebounds, and a block. Maddie Fields, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 3 blocks. And Briley Redden, 5 points and 2 rebounds. Cold shooting first half for the Cavaliers, transitioned into fire in the second half as they were 2 for 2 from the line in the third, 9 of 13 in the fourth, for a total of 11 of 15 in the second half from the free throw line, 73%. Cavaliers 6 of 8 from the floor in the third, 8 of 10 in the fourth. That makes them 14 of 18 from the field, 77% from the field. And the three-point shot never did line itself up as the Cavaliers were 0 for 12 in the second half. Game totals, Cavaliers 17 of 28 from the free throw line, 60%, 19 of 39 from the field, 48%, and 2 of 21 from 3 for 9%. But I mean, any time in a ball game, I would think that you shoot 75%, you know, and 80% in 2 quarters, and you transition over for a ball game of shooting basically 50% from the field. You know, the odds has got to be in your favor for success.
Hey, Coach, this Greenbrier West team, I think, has really done a lot more growing up in the last 2 games than people will even imagine. You know, they go scoreless against Webster County in the second quarter of the sectional championship. Fall down by 4, but with a little over 6 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter against Webster County, this team was down by 11 points, and they fought back for the victory. Tonight, down by 5 here at halftime, and they really turned up the heat in the third quarter. They come out of the quarter with a 2-point lead, and then they just kind of weathered the storm and kind of mashed the gas on Riverview in the fourth quarter to take the 9-point victory.
I thought one of the big differences there tonight was when the Cavaliers decided to press. For some reason, maybe that was something that they had in mind to kind of, we're going to pick up at half court and just play regular defense regularly. But in like the second half, when they tuned that press up, you could really see that now you're really forcing the Riverview girls to run up and down the floor and run to the basket. That, you know, it kind of directed their attack to the edges and made them a lot easier to defend. And I think that was like a great big difference here, you know, was our second half when we started really pressing those guys. You know,
you made a point early in the game about how deep maybe the Cavalier bench was versus what the Riverview bench was. The bulk of the scoring, all of the scoring actually came from 4 of the Raiders. Kaylee Blankenship made it in the game. Brooke Fuller made it in late in the game after Katie Bailey fouled out at the 3:46 mark. But for the most part, Riverview stayed with their 5 starters and, you know, the 1 bench player right there, while the Cavaliers.
The Cavaliers played six players tonight, which is, you know, a number it's a little under what they had been playing. But, you know, they pretty much stuck with their starting 5, and they rotated Briley Redden in, and she subbed for – she was like their 1 sub tonight.
She was basically their 6th starter all season anyhow.
Right. She would come in, fill in for Megan, and when Megan would come back, Briley would shift over, and maybe she would sub for Presley. She would sub for Ava, et cetera. So, you know, she just kind of was been a very versatile player for them to allow them to do that.
Cavaliers are the Class A Region 3 co-final champions. On this side, Webster County Highlanders defeated James Monroe. On the other side, so both teams here from Class A Region 3 Section 2 will be advancing to the state tournament, and we are waiting for those state tournament pairings as we speak. We're going to take a 2-minute break. When we come back, I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that we can get a word in with Greenbrier West head coach Mark Agee, but he is down there right now enjoying his team, cutting down the nets, and we don't want to intrude on that celebration. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You're listening to Cavalier Basketball on Rock 95. West 60, Riverview 52. The Lady Cavaliers have just cut down the nets here. John C. Eastheb Gymnasium. Coach Agee currently being mobbed by the press media and the local news media. So it's going to be a few moments before we can get a word in with him. And we're going to scan the crowd here to find out who we might be able to talk to. And we found somebody. We're going to get a word in here with Greenbrier West assistant coach Jessie Tolley. Jessie, congratulations on a big win.
Oh, thank you. It was great.
Now, I want to say Jessie was trying to wait for head coach Agee to get on here. She said, talk to Coach Agee. He's out there right now. He's got the press and the local news media. So you're a big part of this. And just a huge moment here for Greenbrier West girls basketball.
Oh, it's a great moment, and it's great to be a part of it. You're right, I was trying to wait for Mark, but that's okay. It's a great part. Our girls have worked phenomenally all year, and they have worked super hard, and they have tried everything to get out of anything that we want to run, but they have put everything together and just come together as a team and worked hard when it counted.
Every time Coach Gray and I have talked to your girls this year, they have spouted out one word, family. We hear that over and over and over. Family. Well, your family grew a little bit this year during basketball season.
It did.
You can tell the world about it right now.
Our family grew. We did have a little girl over right before Christmas. So I was out for a few games, and I come back, and it's just like I never left. And she is here every game, and she wears that blue and gold. And we got to make sure we put the bow on because we ain't changing anything before regionals.
Okay, you're not unlike a lot of coaches that end up here at Greenbrier West. You're kind of a legacy person. You went to high school here. You graduated here. You played here. Now you're back coaching here. What's it like to bring something this special back to the community, something that hasn't been done since 1987?
It feels amazing. When I was here, we played hard, and losing in the end is really rough. And so when you come back as a coach, you just want want the best for the girls, and you tell them, you know, you weren't even born the last time that we went to state. So be proud of what you have, and to bring it back and just to put the love back out on the court is something that I can't even put into words. It is the most amazing feeling right now that I've ever experienced on the basketball court.
Talk a little bit about some of the tense moments in the timeouts there, especially in the second half. I mean, did a nice job outscoring Riverview 14-7 in that third quarter. Some timely stoppages there by Coach Agee. What was discussed in some of those huddles?
You know, we come out and some of our girls get a little haywired because our shots aren't falling, and they're worried. You know, I don't want to keep shooting. They're not falling. And I tell them all the time, I say, girls, you miss every shot that you don't take. So every time we come out, we tell those girls, you just got to keep shooting. You got to watch where you're shooting, and you just got to put the ball in. And you have to trust each other. You know what you're doing. We've done it over and over, and you just have to trust each other. You are a family, and you're a team, and you work together. Look on the inside and take your time. Do not rush it.
I was telling Coach Gray, I feel like this team, even in the last two games, the sectional championship against Webster County and this Region 3 co-final, and really quickly want to interrupt that. Let Coach Gray give you the state tournament seedings.
As the seedings have just come out, the number 8 seed is Pendleton County, 7 is Tulsa, number 6 Gilmer County, number 5 Webster County, number 4 Greenbrier West, number 3 Doddridge County, number 2 Tucker County, and the number 1 seed will be Cameron.
So Greenbrier West is going to match up with a familiar foe here in the Webster County Highlanders, a third meeting between the two schools. And this is a team that you trailed in both games, fourth quarter. Heading into the fourth quarter of the first game, you trailed by 8. Heading into the fourth quarter of the last meeting, the sectional championship, you were down by 9. And with a little over 6 minutes to go, you were down by 11 to the Highlanders. But you did a great job of handling Sydney Baird and weathering the supplemental scoring right there.
You know,
what does it feel like now? I mean, you know where you're at, and you know who you're going to match up with. What's the feeling like?
Our girls are going to be excited. They're excited to see it again. And, you know, we got to work hard. She scores phenomenal, and we have to make sure that we try to keep that at bay. And play together as a team. We have plenty of girls that score multiple points in a game, so we have a whole team to put together. They're going to be super excited to go back again to see them, and maybe not have a scoreless second quarter, maybe get up a little higher and not have to struggle to come back from 11 down.
Yeah, that's a little tricky.
It is. Sometimes we struggle, and sometimes we don't fight back as hard, but, you know, when it comes down to it, we fight as hard as we can, and that's what we tell them. You don't give up no matter what. You play from tip-off to the last buzzer, and you don't give up.
I don't know what's going on behind us here, and I'm a little scared to ask. So
for sure,
we'll keep talking here. We'll let you hop off here.
Okay.
Looks like you got some other things to do. Thank you for your time. That was Greenbrier West Assistant Coach Jessie Tolley.
Thank you.
We'll be back in 2 minutes. You're listening to the Mid-State Ford postgame show on Rock 95.
From foundation to finish, SJ Needhawk is your home solution. Since 1947 and for 3 generations, our product line continues to expand and our staff is always ready to help.
When you're ready to talk to someone who knows, call SJ Needhawk Lumber, your home solutions.
The Mid-State Ford post-game show. Greenbrier West, a 61-52 winner tonight over Riverview to claim their half of the Region 3 co-final. We're joined now by Greenbrier West head coach Mark Agee. And Coach, this is getting to be a habit. We like it.
This is awesome. This is what this is. It's very awesome. Before we get started, if you don't mind, there's a bunch of people I want to thank. First of all, we wouldn't have been here at all if it wasn't for the good Lord taking care of us through this season. Second of all, there's several people, you know, Amy Robertson, Jared Robertson, you know, that give me the opportunity several years back to come here and coach. Jeff Thomas, who gave me the opportunity to come down here and be his assistant, and Coach Yunker, Coach Sawyers, who always gives me advice every time that I see him about what I should do here and what I should do there. You guys, I mean, for just, you know, pumping us up every time, for doing a good job on the radio, for getting the crowd to come. My assistant coaches, my family, the assistant principal, Coach McClung, Coach Price. I hope that I don't miss anybody, but everybody has been great. Susie, Stevie, Coach O. I mean, everybody that's encouraged everybody this year and been with us through it all. I just appreciate everybody. Now to the game, we knew it was going to be a dogfight. Said it when we left the other day. It was going to be a dogfight. When we came here, we knew it was going to be a dogfight. And it was. We had our ups, we had our downs. Again, these girls work as a team. You know, there were some big moments. You know, Presley went out the first time because she had 4 fouls. You know, those girls picked it up. They went on a scoring run. Presley comes back in. Presley, you know, picks it up, changes the game, pace of the game. We changed our defense up, pressure full court to the end of the third, into the fourth, and the girls just worked their butts off, pressured the ball, and did it well. Just a few minor changes, but overall, they worked as a team. They worked hard. You know, they didn't rely on the outside shot. They didn't rely on the inside shot. They just worked.
I thought your girls did a really good job of handling pressure. And we kind of talked about this as the game went on. You have a big game, there's a little bit of pressure.
Oh, absolutely.
And then this thing starts like this, and then it's just like you do a little something, they do a little something. You do a little something, they do a little something. Then you're getting some tough calls that's maybe going against you. They're getting some tough calls that's going against them. Your good players are fouled. Their good players are fouled. And it just keeps going, and it's like nothing's really changing here, right? But the pressure just keeps building and building. How do you think that your girls – I personally think your girls did a better job of handling the pressure. And I told him this is going to come down to which team can handle this pressure to deliver. Like you can really tell, like quick timeouts, a lot of coaching them up for one little play. Then it's like it's his turn, right? And he's going to coach them up for a play. You're going to coach them up for a play. And how fun is that? Because I know in my experience that's what it's all about.
I mean, as a coach, I mean it's fun, but at the same time it's stressful. When the game is over, if you'll see me, you can just see the relief come over my face when the game's over. I mean, it's a stressful situation, but it's fun. I really don't want all my games to be that close, you know what I mean? But it was a dogfight. It was exciting to coach, and it was exciting for them to play. And if you notice, they fired each other up on the sidelines. You know, we're down a little bit. We get up a little bit. They start firing each other up. So it's definitely an exciting game to coach, and that's what it's about for a coach, you know?
Well, and I thought what your team did really good. Yes, they made some mistakes tonight, but they did not crush your team. You made a mistake, they just they overcame and went on to the next play. And I think that in the sectional championship game and tonight, your team down at the half, both games, they really showed their moxie right there. That how well they can tackle that adversity and how well they can come back, fight through it, and execute in the crucial points of the ball game, especially in the fourth quarter there when you're tying the ball game back and forth on possessions, and then you made that breakthrough. You get over that hump and you just start building that lead.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you all been with us the whole year. You see the adversity we've faced and we've overcome throughout the year, and that has done nothing but make them a better team. You know, and I think that's what's going to, you know, that's going to help us when we go to the States next week. You know, it's going to be a dogfight when we get there next week. I already found out there's going to be Webster County, and we're going to be down there doing a dogfight again. And, you know, we're blessed to be getting there #1, and then and then to go down there and have the opportunity to beat somebody we had here as a sectional championship against, it's just unbelievable.
And maybe that's a blessing, Coach. This is a team that you've played twice this season. You had some really big matchups with them last season. There's not a lot of secrets when you sit down to prepare for this basketball team. You know what they are. You know what they do. They know who you are.
Yes.
They know what you do.
Yeah.
Who's going to handle the adversity best?
Yeah, that's exactly what it's going to come to. Who's going to handle the adversity, just like it did tonight. Who could handle the adversity the best? And I think at the end of the day, especially in the fourth quarter, the end of the third, into the fourth quarter, we overcome the adversity that they didn't overcome.
Yeah, so you can. Every time that you're able to expose your team to this and allow them to be successful and like figure their way through it.
Yes.
Then it just, that's like you say, it makes you a better team. That just builds and builds to where they're not content just to go to the state tournament. We're going to go down and we're going to win some games at the state tournaments.
Yes, sir.
That's
what we're hoping for. I think they're pumped for it. They're already excited about going down and play. If you saw out here, they found out Webster who were playing, and they're ready to go. They're ready to go get in that dogfight.
Yeah, how ironic, last year the two teams that come out of Region 3 were James Monroe and Riverview, go to the state tournament. This year comes out of Section 2, both you and Webster County. And, I'm sure if you could talk to Coach Baird there at Upper Glade tonight, she would say that the things that you all have done against each other, has improved her team and improved their chances. What a big game for them. It's going to be a great matchup in Charleston. Really look forward to it.
Yes, sir. Me too. Really excited.
Coach, I'm going to let you get back out with your team and celebrate some more. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for letting us be a part of it here. And congratulations on a big win.
Thank you, guys. Really appreciate you all.
That was Greenbrier West head coach Mark Agee. We're going to take our last break. When we come back, we'll name our McDonald's of Rainelle player of the game. You're listening to the Mid-State Ford postgame show on Rock 95.
Thank you, girl. Thank you. Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah. Foul trouble some of our girls were, and then we just pushed through the rest of the game and came back and won by 8, 9, I'm not really sure.
You won by 9. Let's fast forward to the fourth quarter. You're down here. You're the recipient of some steals, or you're making the steals. You're getting some open court transition opportunities. They're fouling you, sending you to the line. What's it feel like when you're going to the line there? It was about a 5-point lead at that point when you're stepping up. What do you feel? Do you feel pressure? Do you feel confident?
Well, in my head, I'd already shot a few foul shots and I hadn't made any. So in my head, as soon as I got the ball, they were fouling me because I was like, I didn't make any. So maybe they thought that I wasn't making them. They'd have a chance to come back. Well, I went to the line, and it was definitely a lot of pressure, but I was just thinking of so many things that I've worked for basketball and the reasons I've got here and just Charleston and everything, and I knew that if I didn't make any of them, then they could have possibly won and came back.
So what a team like this needs, you've got a lot of young teammates. You and Megan Potiker are the two seniors, and a team like this needs its senior leadership. You were doing the job in the transition. Megan was doing the job pulling down the boards. Now that you know you're going to Charleston, you're going to face somebody that you've seen twice this year. In your 2 years here, you've had some pretty memorable battles already with Webster County.
Yeah. Last year, actually, I didn't get to play Webster because I had the flu, so I was out last year for Webster. This was my first year playing Webster.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'd never guarded Baird. I'd never really been against – actually, we played him in the sectional championship, so
yes,
I did play him. I played him once, but I hadn't – that's the only time I had. So this year – I guess we're just I'm kind of glad we're playing Webster, honestly, even though we beat them twice. We can guard them well, but, you know, Baird's still an issue for us.
Absolutely. Baird's going to be an issue for anybody, and I have no details on the other game, but you're right. You did cause problems for Baird in the sectional championship game when you were guarding her. She chose to pass the ball and pass it up to her teammates right there. She got her points, and we knew that she would. But having somebody like you to defend her, I mean, it gives us a little bit of an edge, I think.
Yeah.
How do you feel about playing defense versus, you know, these breakaways on transition?
I think I like a challenge, so I like Gardner, honestly. I mean, she doesn't really intimidate me anymore. When the first time I played her, I heard about how good she was and everything, but I like Gardner, and I think that if we rotate right, I think we're so used to her carrying their team and scoring all their points that we weren't really ready for her to pass it to other people. I mean, she'd pass it to other people, they'd be wide open. So we got to make sure our rotation's right Tuesday, and as long as me and Briley, Abigail, guards, keep pressure on her, I think that'll work for us. What was the challenge like tonight, guarding Trista Lester as opposed to Sydney Baird? Trista's bigger. She's taller. She's pretty good, but I mean, I just had to stay on my toes, and she drove the middle, I mean, about every single time. So I had to make sure that I guarded her towards the sideline. If I didn't, she'd go in there and draw a foul every time.
How much does your speed and quickness come into play when you feel like you play against Baird? When we watched the other night, I thought you looked a lot quicker defensively than people. It's maybe she's used to Gardner, and it really gave her some trouble.
I mean, I know I got to get back or she's going to score. I mean, point blank. I mean, in my head, I'm like, I got to run. If I don't, she's going to score. But, I mean, that's with really any other girl.
And part two, what's on celebration tonight?
It was crazy. We were so excited.
What happens tonight when we leave out of here? What's the celebration at home going to be? Is this a pizza night? Is this?
I mean, it'll be a party in Charleston in the hotels. So
okay.
We haven't really planned anything out yet, but.
Okay, well, make sure you do that after we get the W down there. How about that? All right?
Tuesday night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations, and we'll see you down there Tuesday.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, thank you. That was Greenbrier West senior guard Ava Barclay. Time now to name our McDonald's of Rainelle player of the game.
And tonight's player of the game, 5'10" sophomore forward, number 22, Presley Treadway. Presley finishes the night with 29 points, 14 rebounds, and 2 blocks. And, well, she was a wrecking crew out there tonight. Like, I haven't really got to watch Presley kind of take over a game like that, like she did tonight for a while down this little stretch. But tonight she was dominant. And in my opinion, I think watching her, she was the most dominant player on the floor from either side.
Back-to-back 29-point games against Riverview for Presley Treadway. So congratulations to Presley. Before we go off the air here, we want to thank a few people and wish a few people luck. Our Greenbrier West wrestlers, Coach Gray has a wrestling state tournament update for you.
And tonight they concluded the first round of wrestling, and we have Clayton Robinson, Cole Vandal, Tucker Lilly, and Moses Gray have all won their opening round matches. Tucker and Cole won by pin. Clayton Robinson, Moses won by decision. So those guys, we still have 4 wrestlers competing in the championship round. Austin McKenzie lost his first match. Jovan Robinson, Evan Vandal, and Trey Franklin all come up a little bit short, but they'll be back tomorrow in action. The wrestling state tournament will go Thursday, Friday, and conclude Saturday night. But they'll wrestle the place rounds and stuff all day Saturday. So those guys are still more than in the mix, and the Cavaliers are still in contention here for that single A state championship. So that's something I think was a goal for the team to go down and try to pull that off. They're still it looks like it's as expected there. They're right on course.
And we want to let you know about tomorrow night, as we're going to just kick off this Greenbrier West Webster County rivalry just a little bit early, as the boys will play in the Region 3 Section 2 championship. That'll be in Upper Glade. Tip time will be 7 o'clock. Our air time will be 6:45 right here with the S.J. Niehawk Cavalier Countdown. And then we will hand things off to Metro News for girls action on Tuesday, when the girls face Webster County at 11:15 a.m. from the Charleston Civic Center. Big times here in Charmco.
Yeah, tonight was a lot of fun doing these games. I really enjoy doing the girls' games. You know, I'm not slacking on the boys or anything, but there's just something about, like, I guess, where we both grew up in households with daughters, and sometimes we've talked about this, sometimes we felt like, you know, girls' sports and athletics get treated like second-class citizens sometimes. They kind of get forgotten about, but it's really good to see these guys in the light and to have a lot of success that they worked really hard to get, and they were rewarded for it tonight. I'm really happy for them. This is probably the fullest I've ever seen this gym since we've been doing these radio broadcasts, and like there was, you said it during the game, this crowd was just absolutely dying for something to cheer for, and man, they got it at the end, and the roof was coming off this place, and it was just an electric, exciting atmosphere, and I'm really glad to have been a part of it.
We want to thank the folks from Greenbrier Valley Channel for having us on with them as well tonight, and we appreciate everybody that stuck with us through our multitude of technical difficulties tonight. Nothing can be helped. The folks at Greenbrier Valley Channel, the folks at Radio Greenbrier did an excellent job working to get us on here tonight. We had to deal with Optimum internet being out.
Just a little trouble.
It was incredible that on our biggest night here that we faced that many obstacles, but we want to thank our folks at Radio Greenbrier for working us through that, Greenbrier Valley Channel for sticking with us here. That's going to do it for us here tonight. For Tracy Hilton in the studio and Mark Gray, this is Mike Goddard reminding you once again your final score. Greenbrier West 61, Riverview 52. Good night, and thanks for listening, everybody.
We're Moco shirt signs and embroidery. For Southern West Virginia, we can handle all your needs. From signs to apparel to uniforms, we offer all the services that you're looking for. Choose Moco, yeah, Moco for embroidery and more. Call 304-772-4444.
Tom Johnson, broker and owner of Coldwell Banker Stewart and Watts Real Estate, wishes the best to all the players and teams. We appreciate our clients past and present, and we have served our community for over 110 years. We have 30 agents to serve you, and we ask that you call us for any of your real estate needs. Stewart and Watts Real Estate looks forward to working with you. In 1949, founder Jack K. Brown was passionate about building and was very demanding that quality and craftsmanship be the hallmark of his company. Since 1981, this passion has been passed down to the current owners, Don and Janet Turner, Jack's son-in-law and daughter, who ensure that the founder's commitment to excellence is paramount in all facets of a construction project. The third generation is now also involved in the company. Don and Janet's three sons bring their specialties to the company by providing architectural, legal, and project management expertise to customers, thus ensuring that the passion for detail, craftsmanship, and quality will continue. Regarded as one of the area's foremost contractors, Brown Construction Incorporated is a licensed general contractor based in the beautiful Greenbrier Valley in historic Lewisburg, West Virginia. Please visit our website, which illustrates our diverse experience over the past 60 years. That's brownconstructionco.com, brownconstructionco.com. Alcova Mortgage is here for good. We are locally owned, value great communication, and are committed to our Greenbrier County community. Alcova Mortgage in Lewisburg, 304-645-2478, or visit lewisburglender.com. For your mortgage lending needs, Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 1184517, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, Equal Housing Lender. Terms and conditions apply, all loans subject to credit approval. That's Alcova Mortgage in Lewisburg.
When it comes to business, we all have areas of specialty, but there are times when we need guidance. We need someone to come along and show us the most creative and environmentally safe way to navigate our engineering challenges. That's where we come in. CEC stands for Civil and Environmental Consultants. You show us the problem, we'll provide you with the solution. Visit wearecec.com. Big firm capabilities, small firm culture.